Welcome, one and all, to Are You Smarter Than a High Schooler? I'm your host, Louis. This is a game show where we test college students on their knowledge and see if they were actually paying attention in class. Here, we can tell if our contestants were procrastinating or not. It seems to be a very recurring thing in classes that students will wait until the last minute. So this show will prove if they studied or not on live television. So no pressure for any of our contestants. Speaking of which, let's meet them. Our first contestant right here is a student who, let's just say, isn't one you find on the dean's list. Let's meet Jose. How are you doing, Jose?
Doing good. I'm going to try my best here.
Now that's some confidence. He's going to need it when he's going against our other contestant. This guy has a consistent 3.8 GPA with scholarships coming almost like a pot of gold at the end of a rainbow. Please welcome Franklin. How are we feeling, Franklin?
Amazing. I've been wanting to be on this game show forever.
But this is the first game.
That's great. All right. Both of you will receive a subject chosen by one of you two via rock, paper, scissors. 5 questions in total. Whoever goes first answers first. How many questions you answer correctly determines how many points you get. There are 100 points in total, 20 points per question. Whoever gets the highest score wins. Simple enough? Yes?
Yep.
All right. Let's first see who picks the subject. Rock, paper, scissors, go. It's getting intense. All right. Looks like Jose gets to pick the first subject. What do you choose?
I'm going to go with Earth Science.
Looks like somebody cares about our planet. We can put this in an Earth Day package. Let's begin the game.
Let's do it.
How many elements take up 98% of the Earth's crust?
8.
Correct. Which rock can be found from mainly volcanic activity?
Igneous.
That is also correct. True or false? Copper is considered fool's gold.
True.
That was incorrect. That was false.
Damn it.
What does MYA stand for?
Million years ago.
Correct. What was the time period when the supercontinent Pangaea separated?
2 to 1.8 billion years ago.
That is correct. Well, look at that. Only one wrong, and you got 80 points. Someone was paying attention in class.
Well, it was a very interesting class.
I can see. Let's see if Franklin has the same passion as you. Are you ready?
I'll do my best.
First question. What is the hardest mineral on the Mohs hardness scale?
Talc?
Incorrect. The correct answer was diamond. True or false? Mineral is non-organic.
I want to say false.
I want to say that's incorrect. The answer was true. Which time period consisted of dinosaurs and the first mammals?
Mesozoic era?
That's actually correct. What is the largest unit of geological time?
Eons.
Correct. What layer of the Earth holds 80% of its volume?
The core?
I'm sorry, that is incorrect. It's the mantle. Well, half of Jose's points, making Jose the overall winner.
I should have paid more attention and not just save studying to the last minute.
Were you procrastinating?
Very much.
Hey, after this show, I can help you come up with a better way to study.
Wow, really? Thank you.
As you can see, our game show's goal is to entertain and educate. Well, that's all for this installment of Are You Smarter Than a High Schooler?
Wait, that's it?
I'm going to guess that this is a time crunch thing.
You're definitely correct. You definitely have been paying attention. Well, we'll be back after this word.
I taught for 20 years, but I started forgetting my lectures.
Eventually, he had to quit.
My therapist recommended we go to the doctor.
The early Alzheimer's diagnosis allowed us to take control of the situation.
He's been such a positive force and so loving.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
If you or your family are noticing changes, it could be Alzheimer's. Talk about seeing a doctor together.
I think it's just vapor with flavor.
It won't hurt my kid like cigarettes, right?
Vaping is safer than smoking, isn't it?
There's really not even that much nicotine in them, right?
My kid?
My kid
knows it's dangerous.
Get your head out of the cloud. Today, nearly 8,000 kids will start vaping, maybe even yours. Learn about the dangers at talkaboutvaping.org.
There's so many rewards in life. You coming into our home was one of the greatest rewards we could have ever had.
You know, it took 20 years, and I got my third child, who was 17 at the time.
It's so cool to watch the adult that you've become, and you really have done as much for us as you think we've done for you.
Here you go.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Hello, everyone. I'm Matt, and welcome to Student Talk, the segment on the show where we talk about those topics that no one else on college dares to talk about and get to know the students a little more. So, as we all know, procrastination is sort of an Achilles heel of all sorts. From the beginning of our education history, we've always felt the need to get distracted or, not feel as though we need to study right away. And that can impact our grades if we're not careful. But as college goes along, not to mention personal responsibilities, very common, we sort of let studying right away take a back seat. And thus procrastination becomes like an easier green-eyed monster for us to listen to. So what we did was we asked students what their study habits are and how procrastination affects them. Let's go check it out. I'm here with
Bishoy.
Miriam.
So how many times a week do you all spend studying?
I'll say about 2 to 3 hours a day. So what is it? 15 hours a week, yeah?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I would say, like 15 to 20 hours a week.
Has procrastination ever been like a problem in your college careers so far?
Yeah, all the time. I was all of my assignments like the last minute, and that's really what gets me going. So it's like, I know I'm supposed to like spread it out through the week, but it just never actually happens because I get busy with everything and caught up with everything that's going on throughout the week.
Yeah, same here, 100%. But I have to like force myself to do assignments. I'll give myself an earlier due date to get it done, but I always do it at 11, like before 11:59.
Yeah, and for me, honestly, I go by like a live your life kind of thing. So it's like, it doesn't always work out, but I'm still going.
So do any of you have particular reasons why you procrastinate?
Like I said, I go by like a live your life kind of thing. So it's like I put my what I put precedent on is my friends and what goes on, like just my life basically, and then school comes after, which is completely wrong. Like it's not the way we're supposed to do it, but it's just how it's gone.
Yeah, I would say like Netflix shows, or like I'll get distracted from like hanging out with my friends. I usually hang out with them at night, and other stuff like my car, work, appointments. So that's why I push all my assignments to usually do them at night, which is not a good idea because I end up falling asleep and I don't do them till like the due date.
So, do you guys have any motivation for like when you have to stop procrastinating and you have to actually study?
I mean, usually it's like a kind of slap on the wrist type of thing. Like I mess up on one assignment or something, my grade goes down. It's like, yeah, I can't do this anymore. I got to get back on my stuff. But yeah, it's basically, honestly, the whole thing is just having a goal in mind where you want to be at the end, and you know you have to do these little things that are going to lead you to this big thing. So it's just always having a goal in mind, and even if you alter the route just a little bit, you'll definitely, like if you have like your eyes set on something, you're going to be able to reach it at the end of the day.
Yeah, like he said, like a slap on the wrist. So if I do like, if I get any, like if I do a bad on one of my assignments and my grade goes down like an A minus, that's when I start like, okay, no, like you gotta push yourself, and I'll discipline myself. So instead of going out with my friends like every night, I'll just do like a couple times a week. I'm sorry, a couple times a week, or I'll just do my assignments earlier than the due date.
So, do either of you have any tips for others on like trying to like study better and not procrastinate?
Definitely. I mean, first of all, you know, the one thing that I was always told, but I really haven't followed it, and I'm starting to do it now, but it's like I wish it started earlier. It's do your assignments like right after your classes. Like if you had a class and they're just talking about the topic, everything's gonna be fresh in your mind. You don't have to finish it, but at least get it started. So it's like a spark in the works. So when you get back to it, at least you'll remember some stuff, and you could like it'll be there. Like whatever you wrote is gonna be there. Whatever you filled out, it'll help you just jog your memory. But if you're just leaving it and not doing anything until like a few days later or something, it's not gonna be there. Like you can't go back and look at your like it's just fresh in your mind. You got to do everything when it's fresh, basically.
Yeah, like him too. But like I usually, on my computer, I usually have like notes up, and I write what I have to do every single day. Like I'll spread out my assignments, and I'll usually do like if it's a boring assignment or assignment that I don't want to do, I usually like I'll give myself like 10 or 15 minutes just to work on the assignments. Like I don't have to finish it, and then I'll do the assignment in a couple days. And if I'm really into it and I want to get it done, I'll get it done at the time. But I think writing like the assignments down or what you have to get done every single day down and have it in front of your face on the computer or your phone, it helps a lot. Like it just keeps you like it's a reminder.
And I also think there's other thing like sometimes like you feel like, oh, I don't want to do this, but like complete the small tasks. You'll feel like just a little sense of accomplishment. Like if you have discussion questions, like those are easy. Oh, yeah. You just get them out of the way. If you have if the bigger assignments, just try to spread it out. But if you can't, yeah, I'm sure.
Oh yeah, small assignments, definitely get them out of the way. Like it won't take you like more than 20 minutes to get an assignment done. And like those easy assignments. So get them out of the way, do them. You can even do all of them at one day. Just
no. So even if like you like push everything to the back, like to the last day of the thing, you'll have the small ones out of the way. So you're just focusing on the one major thing, and then you're good.
All right, thank you both.
Oh, you're welcome.
Well, there you have it. You know, we all come to college, you know, for the fun times, but we always forget that studying and learning is the most important thing, because without it, you can't get that diploma now, can you? So with procrastination, we have to be strong about it. We can't let it control us, or else we'll never get anything done. And I think we need to show procrastination that we're the boss. So until next time, I'm Matt, and this has been Student Talk.
Welcome back all. I'm your host, Louis. Sadly, we have reached the final part of our show. Today's show focus on the common issue of procrastination that I'm sure many college students deal with on a daily basis. Because this issue is so persistent in college life, we brought Frankie to Small Talk today for some tips and tricks to help deal with procrastination. Welcome, Frankie. Thank you for coming on today's show. We have been very glad to have you here on Small Talk.
Thank you for having me today. I was more than glad to come on here. I think Small Talk is a very useful show, and I definitely wish I had something like it growing up.
Thank you. We appreciate that greatly. So during your college days, were you a procrastinator?
Well, I have to admit that I procrastinated on assignments many times. It is a hard habit to get out of, but it is possible.
For sure. I have dealt with procrastination days as well, but you say getting out of the habit is possible. What are some things that you did to stop procrastination?
I have to say, I tried many things, but the method that stuck the most for me is something I call the reward method.
That sounds very interesting. Can you elaborate on it for us?
Of course. The reward method consists of doing your assignments for a certain period of time, say like an hour, and rewarding yourself afterwards by watching a show or video for 15 minutes. After those 15 minutes are up, you continue doing your homework for another hour and take those 15 breaks until you are finished.
Wow, that is very interesting and could be very helpful for our college students watching. I think the reward method is definitely worth a try, and I might even give it a try myself.
Yeah, I mean, it was truly helpful to me, so I hope it can be of help to those watching us.
Definitely. Well, thank you for that, Frankie. This is one of the best procrastination methods I've heard of yet, and thank you for being here today.
Like I said, I'm more than happy to be here. Thank you for the invite.
All right, folks, I hope you all enjoyed today's show and learned a little something out of it. Don't procrastinate on trying out the reward method, and we'll catch you next time on the college checklist. Try the methods right now, as a matter of fact.